Transfer deadline day, it's one of the most exciting days of the year. We're all going to be glued to the television, to Twitter, and of course to goal.com to find out the latest information. Chairmen, chief executives, managers, agents, they're going to be hammering the phones, looking to push through those last minute deals, and whether it's 250 grand or 50 million, there are some huge deals to be done on the final day of the window. I think QPR will be the busiest club on deadline day. Harry Redknapp has made it perfectly clear that he's not happy with his squad, and QPR need to sign some players if they're going to avoid relegation.
The chairman's working on several options. I've given him a list of players that we spoke about, and he's trying to get one or two for us.
Arsenal supporters have been so frustrated this month. Arsene Wenger's been looking to sign a big name player. He's got the money, but he just doesn't think there's value in the market.
What is important is to bring a player in who can strengthen the squad. Anyone, for me, means just exactly what is today the modern game has become.
Well, it's not deadline day unless Spurs are doing something. Daniel Levy is a wheeler and dealer. There will be outs at Spurs. There will probably be some ins because they're looking for a striker. In my opinion, they've already done the deal of the January transfer window in signing Lewis Holtby from Schalke. We've also got Manchester City. They've already sold Mario Balotelli to Milan, and they could look to replace him on the final day of the window. But more likely is that they wait until the summer to make a move for someone like Edinson Cavani or Radamel Falcao. Newcastle have signed half of the French league as they look to dig themselves out of relegation trouble this month. But is there more spending to be done in the North East?
No, we're all going to have a rest, put our feet up.
The transfer window closes in the UK at 11 PM, but it's different across Europe. So for example, in Italy, the window closes at 5 PM. After 5 PM, they can still sell players to teams from other countries, but of course they can't replace them because they can't bring players in. So it's effectively shut after 5 PM. I wouldn't expect any business with Italian clubs after then. In Germany, there's a transfer list published hours before the deadline, and after that time, you can't transfer, you can't sell or buy a player who's not on that list. So it can get very complicated, but what we do know is that there'll be deals happening right until the very end of the window. Sometimes deals can even be completed and go through after the deadline. It's happened with Spurs when they signed Rafael van der Vaart, and it happened when Chelsea signed Ashley Cole from Arsenal. Even when two clubs agree a fee, there is so much that can go wrong in those final hours and minutes before the window closes. You've got deal sheets to be submitted, you've got registrations with the FA and the Premier League, contracts, anything can go wrong. As a journalist, it's one of the most stressful days of the year for me, but it's also hugely exciting and unpredictable.